salutations into another day. See how things are going for now. Would you believe we have a couple of magnificent events happening right now? Osman Dembele has probably made himself one of the favorite players of everyone all over the world. Barcelona have managed to vanquish Benfica in a state of affairs that surprised absolutely nobody. Bayern Leverkusen are holding on against Bayern Munich in a fruitful affair, considering there's 3 goals of a difference. And Inter Milan's aggregate doesn't look like it's going to be shown down any time now, even with a penalty given to Feyenoord. Unfortunately, most things are looking like everyone expected. But to be fair, there's hope. For the first time in their careers as a football club, people are actually hoping that Paris Saint-Germain can do a goddamn job. My friend Duck, how are you doing today? Justice shall be done. And the same to myself, how is life treating you? Als le bleu to you as well, I suppose. And now don't be saying that to me. I need to hear why. Duck, let us know. Is all okay? Is there anything we can do to make your life slightly less shit? Don't be expecting much out of us. Unfortunately, I can't be arsed. But I'll do what I can, and I can what I do. How have you found it? Like, obviously they're going to have them in equal footings because otherwise it wouldn't make it fun. But like, how does it feel potentially using R-Truth and having him thrown 10 shades to shit immediately by Rhea Ripley? Sorry to hear that, Duck. I hope you start to feel better soon. Hopefully my succulent voice will help you transcend your ills and make you feel better. Ooh, best in the world. Of course it's Mbappe. Why wouldn't it be fucking Mbappe? Her one, I guarantee you that makes her one of the strongest people in the game too, doesn't it? She's something like a 92, isn't she? God, we have 3 people in a row in the top 10 of the world. God, we have a lot of people in the world rankings. We sold him. He made 50 after we sold him.
It's amazing how strong that song was.
Could have signed Scalvini as well, add him to the racker. How do you find the ambulance matches? Because the last time the ambulance matches have been a thing was in the DS version of the game, if you bloody believe it. Or were they in 24 as well? Ah, okay. As I said, I didn't buy 24. I think I actually have it in my Steam library. I just never bothered my arse playing it. Let me actually check. I think I got it in one of the Humble Bundle sales. It also breaks your controller if you aren't too careful about it. But at least you're enjoying your time with the game anyway. That's all that matters when you're able to enjoy it. Oh, The Rise of Ronin is now out. Interesting. Wasn't meant to have gotten good reviews when I was looking, or good reviews from the demo. Do I have it? 2K23 there. The W's. I do not. I have 2K23. I don't have 2K24. Fine. I genuinely don't care. They lost me after 23. I like 23, but then they didn't show enough for me to be able to get it. And I was tempted to get 20. As I mentioned here on the stream, I was tempted to get 25, but I just wasn't arsed. Ooh, Marcus getting a yellow card. Would you believe? Hey, how are you doing today, my friend? Is life treating you well? What's the best way to describe the game you were playing during your stream yesterday morning? I can't think of the words. How would we describe Nike? How was the anime titties? No, I know it's Nike. I'm just pulling the piss. I mean, you knew I was coming around to saying the nice anime tuckus and the nice anime titties. By the way, anyone, you actually should end up looking at that game. Nike is actually really good. Gacha game, and Benny is really good at showcasing it as well. I've been meaning to start it at some point myself because I've dabbled in a few gachas. Like, the best thing I can say about Nike is it certainly has some assets. Ooh, oh yeah. You were mentioning that you're going to have proper fun on that one. But are you like everyone else and in adoration and joy over the fact that Paris Saint-Germain might end up crushing Liverpool's hopes? I mean, Liverpool are given far more of a fight today than they were last week. Fair enough. I mean, one of them, hopefully the other one will lose in the next round, if that's any consolation to you, Benny. We knew it was going to happen. Thankfully, I am getting to go to Old Trafford before they end up tearing it down. The people turning around stating how can they afford the people turning around saying that Manchester United didn't have the money to operate the club, and how can they afford to build this stadium are fucking idiots, because surely they should know the difference between operational funds and the footballing funds, considering you can't invest X amount into the footballing side of things without the club just going tank under the financial fair play regulations. So, like, they can afford to pay for the stadium. The Glazers could afford to pay for the stadium as well. So, you know, I mean, if the Glazers could afford to put in the money as well, Radcliffe he is doing spin. He's doing the almighty spin. But to be fair to the stadium plan, if it looks like that looks like, and it does what they're saying they're going to do, it'll be awesome. I'm going May 10th. Ooh. I'm going for the West Ham game, the second last game of the season, where I'm hoping, sorry Benny, your club ends up getting absolutely walloped by us. I don't suspect that's going to end up happening, but a man can dream. Still think at the moment it's going to be Barca. I know Amanda was saying that the game that they ended up having against Feyenoord wasn't exactly last week wasn't exactly convincing. But at the same point in time, I still think it's going to be Barcelona. Speaking of goals, Bayern Munich, Harry Kane's after scoring. And so is Inter Milan. So Inter Milan's gotten a penalty there and after scoring. So at the moment it looks like Bayern Munich are assured. Inter Milan are probably assured as well. But time will tell. Well, actually, there's no probably. It's 4-1 in aggregate. It's more than likely. It's more than less that way. Yamal is always insane. I love that kid. The fact that he's 17 is bonkers. Bonkers. There'd be an investment of both, but you're right on that. You're very much right on that one, Duck. It benefits incredibly the government to develop up that area. It's something to be fair, and this is the other thing about it. That area is something that the British government have been wanting to develop for fucking years. So it will bring an immense amount of wealth to Manchester. So all you can do is see. But yeah, Yamal has to be. Lamine Yamal has to be the best young talent in the world at the moment. Has to be the best talent under 20 in the world at the moment. I don't think there's anyone better than him. Now, is he up there in terms of credentials for their age as Haaland was and Jude Bellingham was? I think so. But that could be my favoritism coming into play. The new stadium, you have to wait for them to build it first off. All I know is it's 100,000. But I'm actually surprised that they're tearing down Old Trafford. I figured they were going to build it behind Old Trafford. And build it. Yeah. I didn't want to do that. I figured they were going to build it behind Old Trafford and use Old Trafford as the ladies' stadium. But we'll see what ends up happening with it. Either way, thank God that goal was offside anyway. I mean, maybe. I don't know. It's one of those weird ones of it's hard to bloody know. Like, United probably have... Legitimately, United probably have another 5 years before they properly or negatively affected by how shit they are. They are in terms of fan base, they're still one of the biggest clubs in the world. There's certain regions of India that it's one of the only clubs they know of the western side, It's hard to know whether or not it'll make that much of a difference. Duck, you're not wrong. Consistent shit will end up dropping you down. Like Blackburn Rovers is a prime example of that. Although, to be fair, Blackburn Rovers are also, in the fucking championship after going down to League 2. They went down to League 2, didn't they? So, it can happen. United, I think United are in the esteemed position of they're just too big to die. If you get me. Even with how shit they are, they're just too big to die. And they're also just too big not to turn things around as well. Like, if you throw shit at a wall, eventually it'll stick, Eventually, one of the heaps of shite that they're going to end up purchasing, a conglomeration of them will come, and United will go back into the top 4. Like, whether or not they'll win a Premier League again in the next 20 years, who the fuck knows, but they don't need to. They need to be in the top four. They need to be in the Champions League. That's all they need in order to keep the fan base around, if you get me. So, you know, it's a weird situation in that case. That's a deep cut off. I probably would have said Saudi myself, but yes. You don't think United have anything to worry about when it comes down to the fan base cup of tea? We'll see, though. It could easily change. Time will tell. But it's not Manchester that's the point of view. It's worldwide where it'll make the difference. And there is enough of them worldwide to do it. Like the prime example, the actual prime example of it is somehow, somewhere, Tottenham Hotspur has fans. To me, how Tottenham can fill a stadium with 60,000 people. Then we can have a conversation about how shit football and all that will end up stopping your friends from supporting you, you know? Oh, I'm a kink shaman, Duck. I love the kink. I might have given you too much information today. Oh, Palace bet Liverpool. Did we break you a bit there up? Coming out with the niceties. I beg your pardon? Back, so we will be putting Guller on. Do we put Guller over there? Yeah, I think we will put Guller over there, even though Guller's normal position is this one here. Oscar's been doing really well in it, so I think we'll end up going that way. Don't worry, if you didn't, I was going to. Rat baskets. I'm still not over this goddamn flu, if you believe it. It's still kicking me hard, and it's bonkers, to be honest. Tried a formation like this on my save. My mistake was having the wide players as wingbacks and not wide midfielders like you have. Wait, I've mentioned this tons of times. Something about that position, something about the wide wingbacks, if they're simply not your best player on the pitch, the two of them, you'll be ripped like a fucking knife through butter. Whenever you try this, they simply have to play good. If either of the two of them play bad, you're wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. You don't have a chance in hell of surviving. It's fascinating how much of a difference that role makes. Like, I originally done this formation here, which won me everything, with the wide wingbacks. And would you believe me, it ripped me asunder. No, you never showed it to us. Dude is still injured. Let's include the Premier League, Senior League, Shield, FA Leagues. Fuck me. That is a lot of shields. That's a lot of cups. no, we'll swap Enric with Marco. Give Marco his go again. I know I'm doing a lot of swapping between them, but I want to do it. I want Gay to get another go. He didn't perform well in the last game, but although it was his first game back from injury. I want Gale to be given another go. I think he deserves it. I think he deserves the chance not to be shit. Especially considering he gave such a good performance the first time he done. Actually, he's a high risk of injury. I won't. I just don't give my own opinion because. Anyway, we'll go with this and see how we do. Wish us a bit of luck, guys. First game. Let's hope we do well in it. I think we should. I think, based on this, we should get a win out of this one. They are low down. We are a wee bit weaker in defense than we'd want to be. And we'll see what ends up happening. Really? Up? You mentioned Travis Scott here before, but you never really asked me his opinion on him. I don't really give a crap about Travis Scott. He brings a collection of people to it. And he's a bit, even though he's high as a kite and actually fucking knuckled Cody Rhodes in the head, and I'm shocked he didn't give him a concussion. It's obvious he enjoys it. He's probably going to end up doing a match. And, you know, when people legitimately enjoy wrestling, I love seeing them there. It's better than, like, a Revolution when they showed the two girls and one of them thought, oh my god, I found out today that the wrestlers know who's going to win beforehand. Like, fucking dits. That's to be mean to the girl anyway, but, like, why would you say that? No, but Travis Scott, as in the rapper, the Travis Scott, was at WWE. He's done one entrance with Jey Uso, where he was literally smoking a blunt as he was entering the arena, which is fascinating because Netflix didn't give a shit. And he showed up with The Rock when John Cena turned heel, Duck. So he's just randomly there. Now, he's one of the biggest bucks in the world, so that's the reason. But, like, that's literally what ended up happening there. Oh, at one particular point in time of Revolution, they just pointed over to two celebrities. I don't know them. I'm not going to name them. And one of them turned around and was given a microphone and said, I only found out today wrestlers know that they're going to win ahead of time. Well, like, thanks for making the industry look shit and you as an idiot. That boy's sick. How are you doing, my friend? How is life treating you? You caught me in the middle of a semi-rant. How's life treating you, my friend? I mean, I'll show you after this match how you can tell the difference, but to be honest, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Crazy. So long as they're young and they're somewhat good, they'll eventually become a wonder kid if they end up doing it. But you can end up searching up in the scouting regiment for the media determination of what someone is. And by searching that up, you can search up Wonder Kid. I mean, with Wonder Kids, it's a guess. It's a guess. 9 times out of 10. But just try and have good scouts, get an idea of them, and go that way. Why, Duck? Am I a wee bit off today? Is my fucking words? Is my personality overpowering? Is it just not to your liking today? Do I seem different? Honestly, I'm just trying to talk an incredible amount so that I don't cough. Funnily enough. Yeah, you can send it to me on if you're on the Discord. You can send it to me on the Discord, and I'll post it up on the chat for people to see. Or if he doesn't mind a direct message, you could send it to Duck. In the match, yeah. It was, to be fair to them. I know it's slightly sexist. I don't like seeing women bleed. Ugh. No, that... Well... It was a John Moxley match, so it was what you were to expect. If you've expected anything different, you're a fucking idiot. So, like, it was a John Moxley match, and then what was worse was they used Christian Cage's cash-in. And Moxley still retained the championship, so they managed to piss off everyone. So, to each their own. Like, it wasn't a bad main event, but it fucking wasn't anywhere near good. But yeah, you can do that either. That boy is crazy if you want to. You can whisper it to Duck, and Duck will end up sharing it over. Or again, you can go onto the Discord and direct message me, and I'll end up posting it up at some point in time. I mean, if you believe him, he's on 15 million quid a year, so why the fuck wouldn't he? Oh, what a go by fasting! God, this kid. Oh, like, just put it into general crack. Or any of the FM ones, I don't care. I'll just take it and put it in. Oh, you mustn't have clicked the get roll. So yeah, so you have to do your roll to do that. Put it in general crack for now, and I'll assign the football roll to you. You can do the football ones now, but yeah. I will always be of the opinion that they're better when Trent isn't on, but I hate seeing injuries. Okay, so we can save this. Now, just bear with me a moment while I... Sorry. Here. That. So this is the supposed Wonder Kid. I mean, at 18 years of age, with those stats, I'd say so. I mean, you're kind of assured that it's a Wonder Kid anyway when their value is 166 million quid. Like, there's a reason why they're that expensive. But yeah, I'd categorize him as a Wonder Kid. No bother, I'm happy to end up doing it. Oy. Yeah, weird that they ended up putting on Quinn Lash as the replacement. Is Bradley not on the bench? Oh, he isn't either. Bradley has a thigh injury. Oh, that's annoying. Ooh. Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't give a shit about it that way, Duck, to be honest. I don't mind women in fights. I just don't like seeing blood with them. In general, I just like athleticism, so I don't mind it when there's actual good athleticism. I hate when they're fighting and they're shit. You know, you need to actually be good at what you're at. Don't just be the token that's there, you know? I just got, yeah, well, okay. I couldn't tell if he was good. He's only got 11 goals. I would never use the goals as the reason for why a player might be good or bad. Like, this is my current striker here. Okay? Marco is incredible. However, for me at the moment, he has played 11 games and has 5 goals. At the start of the season, for the first 5 games, he had 0. The goals, unfortunately, there's so many things that ended up rounding about it, and it could be, yeah, I just haven't taken it off. It could be, oh yeah, fuck it, that's why. Shit. Actually, yeah, there we go. Yeah, like, he's incredible, but, like, goals are just one of the things, because it could be the players around him that aren't doing it as well. It depends on who plays with him and all that. Yeah, Nia Jax would be the example. Thanks for that up, by the way. That's me being idiotic, because I thought that I had it small enough that you could still see what I was at. Yeah, keep him for another couple of years. He'd probably be worth double. Brutish Barbarian Neanderthal Shenanigans, huh? The BBNS. You don't participate in the BBNS? Duck, I'm ashamed. I mean, that's one of the good things about this particular save. You can go into this little kettle of fish here, the FM stag stats, if you really give a crap about it, and you can see the likes of this, where you can go to goal scoring attacker and see where the ratings are. You know, you can see how they're ended up doing compared to everyone else, you know. Like, at the moment, his stats are shit, but you get my point. You must hate me going on about wrestling, and when Amanda comes in, a wee bit of boxing or MMA, so Duck. Yeah, I don't know. The luchador that had a mask that said American made on it. Who the hell could that be? Oh, fuck. What a goal by Foston. Oh, I love that I have 3 people who can play this role who are playing it good. You mean the actual person backstage? It's just some random schmuck. Knowing the way that WWE is, even though he was around the Alpha Academy, it was probably Akira Tozawa. Who knows? Maybe they'll bring back James Ellsworth just for that. Ooh, we're heading into 80th minute now. We might be going into extra time in this Liverpool-Paris game. And Bayern Munich have just confirmed everything with Alphonso Davies scoring up an assist from Harry Kane. 5-0 on aggregate. Leverkusen have truly been schmucked. 10 ways to Sunday. Nice. Horrible defending by them, but like, it's why I said it. I said it I said it when I started back in September. He was a fool. He was a fucking fool not to leave when he got the chance to. I think his stock is thoroughly in the toilet as a result. I brought Carlos onto the bench specifically so like this is bonkers to me how I let this one happen. I brought Carlos onto the bench so that Vinicius Jr. would be off so that he could fucking heal. Where the fuck is Carlos? Like, I think he was a fool. I think he was a fool. I would have Liverpool's hand at going to it. You've said that before. I still think that Real Madrid job is Julian Nagelsmann's. I still think that Real Madrid job is Julian Nagelsmann's. I'd be happy to be wrong about that, but it is legitimately what I think. I think it's Julian's. But the jacket just score. One of those ones too. He managed to make fucking cream out of shit as well. Like the fact that he got Xhaka to play is another fucking thing as well, which is a goody for him. But that was only going to last X amount of time, making someone like that play, you know? That unfortunately, hey, up. That means diddly squat. It still could be Klopp. Yeah, I mean, I knew you meant that, Duck. But it's nice that you did add the context. 30 fucking shots and 5 on target. That's atrocious. That's genuinely like atrocious displays. Like genuinely, that's atrocious. That's astonishing. An astonishing stat. Like, what is that? Take out the old calculator. Oh yeah. Oh, that's 1/6. We missed a sixth. We only had a sixth of our shots on target. That's fucking bonkers. That is disastrously shite. That's a special level of shite. Also, yes, I understood. It took me far too long to figure out that 5 over fucking 30 is 1/6. My apologies. And I done higher level math than the Leaving Cert. The fact that I took as long as I did with that level of math would make people question the fact that I am a software developer at all. Yeah. Which is worrisome since it's really looking like it's going to go to extra time. I think it's going to be Liverpool's. Much to my chagrin, I think it's going to be Liverpool's. feels weird, even like tangentially supporting PSG, to be honest. Especially considering now I want to whoop their ass. Lisandro Martinez. Rolla. Oh, we sold it to PSG, didn't we? Yeah. Oh, Bellingham is actually fit for this fucking game because we need him for. Like the stats for the Liverpool PSG game are a bit fascinating. 50-50% possession, 17 shots to Liverpool to PSG's 8. 3 on target for PSG to, or 3 on target for Liverpool to PSG's 4. So like PSG are far more technical, but they just haven't been there, to be honest, which is kind of surprising. Ooh, I wonder how this is gonna go. Yep, Barca whoop on the ass of everyone around them. Prestes. When the goalkeeper scores an own goal, that is, I want to see this. I genuinely want to see this own goal. That might be the worst thing I've ever seen in FM history. Holy fuck. No, 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 no. Like, I know they were 2-0 up at this point anyway, but fucking hell. And I know he's their top goalkeeper, but wow. Genuinely fucking wow. That is astonishing. I wouldn't talk about any of the people that played in the Sidemen charity game. Like they're not proper footballers. No one expects them to be. It would be less fun if the goalkeepers weren't as well. I'd like them to be slightly better than they were in that game, but like no one expects the goalkeepers to be good. The fact that there's 16 goals in that goddamn game is half the reason why people enjoy it. You know? So it's one of those situations of, you know, it might ruin, quote unquote, ruin the fun of the entire thing if they were actually competent goalkeepers. Yeah. Sketch done well, to be fair to himself, and then let some fucking clankers in as well. Yeah. But to be honest, he should have been there. Like he should have done something. Like Ben Foster is at this point a fucking would he be big enough as a YouTuber to be an all-star? I kind of think he would be. So I'd have put Ben Foster doing something, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I forget the next couple lines, but then it goes.
Foster? Why do you despise Foster? I haven't heard of anything that Foster has done, so why would Foster be on your hit list? Oh, Logan Paul. Oh, yeah. Well, like, that's... I mean, he plays into it. It's kind of his whole shtick, isn't it? Considering they're tired. I don't see them scoring from it, to be honest. I'd be shocked if they did. But considering how good he's been, they should probably give it to Dembele. Oh, Feyenoord after score. No, they didn't. Thought Feyenoord after scoring there, but they didn't. I think we're going to extra time. We'll see, though. It'd be nice if they did. It'd be nice little surprise if they ended up doing it. You know something I'm kind of glad to see, to be honest. And it's really tight in the championship, so who the fuck knows what'll actually end up happening. But I'm actually really happy to see Burnley doing well in the championship. Because after getting royally fucked by Vincent Kompany, I kind of want that club to do well. Like, I genuinely don't care if they just stay 1 year and go back down. I just like seeing them end up coming back. I will say there has to be questions, major questions asked of Luton, because how the fuck did they go from the Premier League straight down to League One? How does that happen? Like, it's bonkers. It's genuinely bonkers that has happened, because they're not that bad of a team to go directly from the Premier League down to League One. Now, maybe they've enough time and there's enough points down at the bottom of the championship for them to save themselves. But, like, fuck me.
What do you think? I look alright. You look great.
I mean, in general, I am as well, Benny, but specifically because of the fact they got screwed by Kompany, I want them to go up, you know? Let it happen once, and if they manage to stay in the Premier League afterwards, fair play to them, Bob's your uncle, happy out. If they don't, then fuck it, go down and stay down. But I just kind of, considering Kompany told them he wasn't leaving, and then fucked them by leaving, I kind of want, you know? My apologies. Oh yeah, it'd be nice to see one of the clubs that hasn't been up in a while. Fucking even Sunderland just haven't been up in a good way. I'd like to see Blackburn Rovers up again, speaking of a club I'd like to see up there. I mean, they'll never be Premier League champions again, but I used to love the idea. Like, I never watched them back when they were. But I used to love. I watched the Premier League properly. Like when I first started getting into it, Blackburn Rovers were there, QPR were there. I think even Swansea City were there when I was watching it back in the day. So I'd love to see some of them come back up. Hull City and Stoke as well. You know, a couple of them. Oh yeah, it's gargantuan. But at the same point in time, what's fascinating about it is, I'd say the championship is catching up with other European leagues. Like they're all other Europeans' main leagues, you know? So it's funny as well in a way, because the gap between the Premier League and the Championship is jumping exponentially, but the gap between the Championship and the rest of Europe isn't. Like I'd say at this point in time, and maybe this is mean, I think other than Celtic and Rangers, everyone in the Scottish League is Championship material. Bah! Asshole. Fucking asshole. What a bad save. Do you think I'm being generous? Do you think they're below it in the Scottish League? Beauty. You fucking beauty, Vinny. Oh, I love when you do your job well. Really? Wow. Okay. To be fair, I don't watch Scottish football, so I'll pull your opinion to that one. But that seems pessimistic to me. Like, to be fair, maybe it's just. Oh, fair enough. Again, I'm not going to argue. I can't argue even if I wanted to. Just interesting to me. Interesting to hear that. Why did they have Skelly as their striker? By the way, does anyone think this season or this summer transfer window? Fucking words crack. Does anyone think in this summer transfer window, Skelly might end up leaving and actually going somewhere, like maybe PSG? What the fuck am I on about? He's actually with PSG. He left that season. God, I'm a dipshit. I didn't realize he went from Napoli to fucking PSG. What am I on about? He went in January. Fuck, when? How did I not hear about that? I not noticed him in this fucking game either. Is he playing in this game? Oh, he is playing. Fuck. Oh, I haven't noticed him a fucking bit in this game. God, I'm an idiot. I genuinely haven't noticed him at all in this game. Maybe I'm just blind. Yeah, like that'd definitely be too much, but yeah. Fucking Nor. Yeah. But my initial point wasn't even to berate the fucking Scottish League, which all of you ended up doing. I was more meaning that I think the championship some of the championship teams would be good competitors in the likes of Italy. You know? Stop them. Stop them. Not let them score anyway. Okay, anyway. Leeds would push top half of League One. Well, that's my... Well, League One is entirely different kettle of fish. I don't know what fucking... What, level League One is at. Like... There's only 3 teams in League One. PSG, Lyon, and... Fucking who else is even near good in League One? I haven't a fucking clue. Like, are they good? I don't know. Like, I don't know if any of them are even fucking... Like, I'm trying to think whether or not any of them would be better than a championship team. I'm not 100% sure they would be. Maybe that's me being too mean and being too nice to the championship. Yeah, but I don't know if that tells you more about Marseille or more about De Zerbi. To be honest, up. Fuck. Hope he's offside. Ah, bollocks. Anyway, that goal is an indicator of advertisement time, so we'll let that go ahead first. That angers the balls off of me. So I don't want this to end as a draw. I mean, we can't say much. And by the way, I realize that the advertisement gotcha. We can't say much, but the fact that PSG, after 25 games, have a 16-point gap on Marseille is a fucking joke, to be frank. Marseille there, Nice, Monaco, Lille, Lyon. I mean, suppose. How would you have relegation playoffs with only one fucking team in the playoff? How does that work? Well, we're back. Does anyone actually watch League On? Because, like, can anyone answer that question? How do you have relegation play? I'm just looking at the table here that I have it setting up, and it states, you know, 1st to 3rd Champions League, 4th Champions League qualifiers, 5th Europa League, 6th Conference League, 17th and 18th regulation, and then 16th regulation playoffs, which is sound, but they're the only fucking team in that bracket, which... Does that mean the fight with the 2 people that are in the relegation and one of them doesn't win? Or how does that fucking work? Like... Ugh. Fucking Anthony Gordon. That's what it says on this thing. Maybe this table is wrong, but that's what it says. We score. Oh, is that how that works? That's horse. Well. Oh, nice. Oh, well, maybe it isn't awarded. Yeah. You tease. You fucking tease game. You goddamn tease. on, Jesus. We need to score. Don't let them score anyway. Ah, bollocks. That's annoying because that's not the result that we deserve. But it's better that it happened in the Champions League than it happened anywhere else. Another shit performance for Jason, too.
Are you gonna slay it?
First off, I always slay it, Queen.
It's looking like we're going to be in playoffs, which is mighty, mighty, mighty annoying. So we don't have the goal difference in order to do anything different, but we'll see. I mean, we did get categorically fucked with the teams that we ended up getting in the Champions League, but at the same point in time, you need to do better than this. Anyway, I know we just went through advertisements, but unfortunately, I just need to do something really, really quick. So I'll be back as quick as I can. So just bear with me if you can, and if you aren't, thank you so much for tuning in so far. I'll be back in a moment. Yeah, so I'm muting myself where you duck. Salutations, everyone. I have returned. Salutations, my crack attack. Or my crack addicts. Whatever fucking name I want to come up with. I have deleted the trite torturer who tried to sell the trite there for us. So we end up getting back to a good bit of fun. Unfortunately, in the time that I have left, neither PSG nor Liverpool have managed to do anything of consequence. I think it was Lex Offenders, wasn't it? I believe that's what the nickname was for Lexus King fans. It was Lex Offenders. I could be wrong on that. I know it was incredibly shit, and by the way, this is probably what's going to end up happening to West Ham in about a year's time, but at the same point in time, might as well end up raiding in the fun while we can. Or not Liverpool, West Ham. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Although, to be honest, if you're going to do that every time I cough today, you're going to be saying bless you quite a significant amount, my poor friend. I love the friendliness. I love the camaraderie and the niceties that you end up putting in place for me, but for you if you have to do it every time. Yeah, for now until the future. But I think there was a legendary phrase we can use for that. To infinity and beyond. You know, I might actually make one of them. Microphone fucked up, so I'll say that again. To infinity and beyond. That's one of the problems with using the good mic setting that I have on my voice moderator, is sometimes it cuts off noise reductions like that. It is meant to help with noise reduction in general. It seems to do a good job. Except for the TikToks, which always come out far too fucking loud, but you know, that's also because I have the audio replaced in those and it just amplifies everything. Also, it's a dangerous fucker, that voice mod too, because I haven't volume checked any of these. So if anyone actually does that channel point redemption of changing the voice, we could get the most randomest of shite. Like, oh bollocks.
Of all the fucking ones. Can you have a guess what this one might actually be? I mean, it isn't exactly good, but you know what it is at least. Look, I am your father. It is one of them, yeah. It's just. It is actually meant to be Dark Vader. Dart Vader, not Dark Vader. Dart Vader. I know, unfortunately, this is probably going to penalties. Like, Liverpool looked to have slowed down, PSG looked to have slowed down, both of them seem lethargic and shit, so we'll see what ends up happening. You know, this voice is actually astonishing because normally, with the voices that are selectable within that that modification, it can't catch my accent properly, and oftentimes cuts words. But with that being said,
It's time to go back to me. You know, my succulent voice needs to come back into the fray of things. Wiggly, my friend, how are you doing? I mean, it might as well be Bane. It was meant to be Darth Vader, but yes, it might as well have been Bane. You can thank up for the joy that was that. I'm not too bad, to be honest. I've been worse. I'm starting to somewhat get over fuck.
I'm starting to somewhat get over my issues, but yeah. We'll see how I am now in a second when this changes. Do you want to know what's really funny about this one, Duck? The name of this one, if you'd believe it, is called Evil AI for some astonishingly stupid reason. Oh, you can end up adding the background effect and that ends up making it sound worse. Fair enough. What can I help you with today, my friend?
Okay, let me tell you something about this business.
That actually didn't come out too bad. I have a sinking suspicion that all Duck and Up are going to be doing for the next few bits is saving up money to see what random crap ends up happening in that.
But that's to see what they end up doing in the future. To be honest, at the moment, that's more entertaining than this fucking Liverpool PSG game. Ooh. Wow. Almost. Allison having a good old save. Still a fantastic goalkeeper. He's joining PSG. This year, we've had a couple of ups and we've had a couple of downs. Thus far, we won our own tournament, which is a crock of horseshit, but we ended up booking it. So Real, Sabaton, Liverpool, and Newcastle, we ended up winning the final. So, you can only win what you're in. We haven't played any games in the Spanish Cup. We don't have the Super Cup yet. We've been mediocre in the Champions League. We have had 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. The 1 loss being to Man City, who I'm shocked have dropped as much as they have. They were monsters when they started. And somehow, although we'll wait and see what ends up happening, somehow Barcelona have capitulated a bit and dropped points to the 2 worst teams in the league. We have dropped points as well in a game we shouldn't have dropped points in, but they did drop points where they really shouldn't have. So astonishingly, we're not doing too bad. We could have been doing worse. Yeah. I mean, like, everyone needs to be invited to the crack, to attack the crack. So, like, we needed to do an attacking crack invitational, Also, what type of manager wouldn't be so egotistical as to make a tournament in his own name? They've helped each other out. Oh, that's the latest score. Shit, Barca's gonna win that game. Fuck, I thought they'd at each other out. Liverpool 1-0. Ironically, I think it'll probably be Darwin Núñez that scores it. I mean, yeah, there's that, but I don't know. Newcastle they just don't seem like they're able to do anything. They don't look like Newcastle. The Newcastle don't look like they look like they couldn't hit the backside of a barnyard. To be honest, like I watched that game of Newcastle versus West Ham. Both teams were shite, but at the same point in time, Newcastle didn't deserve the draw. Or didn't deserve the win. Not draw. Didn't deserve the win. They deserved it to be maybe a draw. Like, Newcastle are just... I don't know. I like Eddie Howe and the whole lot, but I always thought he was a placeholder. And like they have a transfer ban now as well, so I genuinely don't know. I'm lost when it comes down to Newcastle. Excuse me. That was a sticky wicket there. Salah almost getting the penalty there. Sorry, just give me a minute now. I'm just looking at this. So, that's about the fourth overreaction or dive. Well, Salah's always been an overreactionist. It didn't appear as bad when he had hair. I think, more people found it comical when his hair would flash all over the fucking spot, but he was always a bit of an overreactionist. But I will say, PSG have done a good job of calming him down in this game. Still, in the last wee while, PSG have been the better of the two sides in general because, like, they've had 18 shots to Liverpool's 19. Before the extra time happened, that was 8. So they've had 10 shots in this 16-minute period. Someone's just after pointing out there too that with all the people with all the substitutions that Liverpool are after making there, an awful lot of them were their kind of main penalty takers. Someone's after pointing that out to me, a friend of mine. Who I'm on Discord with. He might be wrong on that. Would he be? When I'm looking at it, I'm kind of considering it. He might be wrong on that. Most of their penalty takers are the ones that took off. So Bosley, Diaz, McAllister, Yata. All of them would be their normal penalty takers. Like, you'd be hoping Nunez could do well. Curtis Jones always does fairly well. Cody Gakpo, yeah. Harvey Elliott, wouldn't it be fucking... I'm surprised Harvey Elliott wasn't playing since he got the goal the last time, but wouldn't it be beautiful if he ended up scoring for them? I would assume all of them would have, to be honest. Alexis definitely would have. And, like... we'll see what ends up happening with fucking... that's kind of why I'm surprised PSG took off Kvaratskhelia. It's like he's fairly good at them as well, you know? Oh, damn it, it's already time again for ads. Fuck me. That went quick. I know I had a break in between, but still. We'll just wait for the ads to go through and then we'll continue on again. But that was always a problem. That's where Real Madrid were having the problem as well. Like PSG always had a bit of a personality issue where just too many personalities clashed, you know, where they just had the issue of a lot of egos coming together and they wouldn't do something for the other, you know. I've never heard the intro music for FM18, so I have no idea what it's like. But you, what are you doing to these FM games, Duck? You're making a load of them crash. Like, you're making these games crash like nobody's business. It's kind of funny, to be honest. One minute till penalties. We're going to penalties. Unfortunately. Because it's anyone's game when it comes to penalties, and unfortunately, I love Donnarumma. I fucking love Donnarumma, but I think Alisson is better at saving, or Becker's better, yeah, Alisson Becker. Alisson is better at saving penalties than Donnarumma, so we'll see. I think PSG might be knocked out. I wonder too if that would be enough to sack Lewis. I wonder if that'd be enough to sack Enrique. I'm not sure if it would be. I'm genuinely curious, would that be enough to sack Enrique? Because, like, it kind of is the only thing at this point in time that they want you to do. Because you're almost guaranteed to win the fucking Premier, the league itself. And, like, they are, because they're 15 points ahead of everyone. But, like, would being kicked out on the round of 16 be enough to get him sacked? Not sure. Anyway, I think this is a good enough thing, so we'll go with this and see how we do. And make changes immediately if we need to. I love too, the only game we've drawn this game, or this save so far, is the game that Martin Cora ended up getting the red card, and we very rarely play him since. Even though he's a good player, and we really should, we'll see. Ramos. Ooh. I mean, you'd be putting him on solely for the penalties. Would Ramos be better than João Neves at penalties? I'm not sure. Maybe. I mean, he's definitely more experience. Well, he is a striker too, but like... Mark Noble, yeah. But to be fair, that was also going to be Mark Noble's last kind of showcase as well at that point in time. I think that was the last minute he ever played, wasn't it? God, we're 20 minutes in and have done nothing. Fuck. We knew it was a possibility, but fuck them, Barca. They never give you a dull moment, do the Barca? He was shite, that would have went in. Excuse me. God damn it, Lewis. I'm giving you an opportunity here. You need to perform better than that. Marco. Fuck off, Marco. I know it's a goalkeeping save, but at the same point in time, like... Okay. Pass it back down. Lewis. Useless. Fucking useless, huh? What changes do we make? Okay. Quintella off for Vinny. Boston off for Gale. Wehe off for Ard. Marco off for Enric. I'm gonna go with that. I know it's a bit much to make 4 changes straight away, but fuck it, I don't care. We're performing shite. This, oh, well, like, yeah, but Fabian's young anyway, and like, Fabian is all about research. Like, one of his big things is the fact that he wants to build a big research kind of development in any kind of like Thomas Frank wants to build a big research facility in all of the clubs that he goes to. I think it's one of the first things he puts into his contract, Fabian. Now, Brighton already had it, so he was handy, but like, you know. Like, he had PhD students and the whole lot working with him, didn't he? Yeah. I don't know how much Brighton has spent. I know between the two of them, they've spent that type of shit. The problem with Fabian is you won't know with Fabian if he was good until he leaves. But it's the same thing. When you have a solid squad, you're not a good coach until it starts to hit the rocks. Like, Arnold Slot is amazing for the shit that he has done with the squad that he had, but he had a completed fucking Nora. This is unlucky. He had a completed squad when he joined Liverpool. You know, he didn't need to add a fucking lick to that squad. So you won't know the legs of the man until he needs to come up against adversity. With Fabian, like Brighton are grand, but like they have fallen since Potter left. So yeah, but that's the thing. We'll see. But again, you don't know because like Ten Hag done really well at penalty. Oh no, Ten Hag done really well at Ajax. So yes. Needed that. Morgan. What was that pass, Morgan? Bad shot by Vinny. Bad shot by Vinny. A lot of bad work coming through our squad today. This is just not a good performance. I know it's a bit weaker than we normally end up going, but this is just not a good performance by our squad. It's been a very mediocre performance by my squad today. Why go for the tight corner? Here comes Ramos. Nice. Nice work by Ramos. It was the right decision to bring him on, so it's always risky doing that type of shit, bringing someone on just for a penalty. Fucking diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. Okay, well, fair enough. Fucking Nora. God, we really are shite today. Do not fuck up. Do not fuck up. Cool, 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 cool. Why are they getting to take the corner? Fuck off! We're a full minute into the fucking extra time, but ring the bell! Just gonna fucking say, Jesus! I mean, you have to feel sorry for Nunez. You really do. The poor bastard of all the people in Liverpool for the save to happen to was Darwin fucking Nunez. Like the poor bastard's gonna get slated to shit for that. Even if Liverpool don't go out as a result of it, he's still gonna get slated beyond belief for it. Dembele is fucking brilliant. He was brilliant all day today. So nice to see him do a good penalty as well. When is Boston's deal up? 35. No, you're not getting a new deal yet. Oh! And it's true. Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones. 20. Never mind that. It's 29 goals this season. 21 since January. 21 since January up. That's how good he's been. He's been such a good signing for them. I mean, I said it before, I don't rate Curtis Jones, nor do I rate Harvey Elliott, but like, I'm happy Liverpool are probably going to end up being out here. It's still not, you don't sing until the fat, you don't chirp until the fat lady sings, so we need to wait and see what happens. Yep, there we go. PSG true. PSG true. Fucking, it's the first time in my life that I'm going to cheer for PSG. Happy out to them. Now comes the genuine discussion. If they lose against Newcastle, which I don't think they're going to, is this a bad season? I don't think so. But it is a discussion that needs to be asked. Yeah, I mean, amazing. And to think too that the two teams for England that are left in the Champions League now potentially are Villa and Arsenal is a scary concept for England, but an interesting situation for the Champions League. Why have you only had 6 games? Oh, what? You can't even see who their fucking manager is, so it doesn't fucking matter, does it? That's why you've had 6 games, because I'm a fucking idiot. No bother, enjoy the tidying of the kitchen, my friend. Ay. Fuck. Yeah, you'd be expecting that to be a PSG whitewash, wouldn't you? Or waterboard, or whatever term you want to end up using. You'd be expecting PSG to run through them. But you never know either. Like, as was showcased now, you never bloody know in these situations. Oh, boy. What are you on about? Have you... I'm just after noticing and thinking to myself, what the fuck? You think PSV are going to score 7 goals against fucking Arsenal? Fair play to you for being the optimist. Is it Arsenal versus PSG? Okay, they haven't done the draw yet. Fair enough. I would assume it'd probably be Thursday or Friday once the actual games are finished. Should if Atletico came back now and knocked out Real Madrid. That'd be astonishing now. So we're back to the draw being the only buffer between us and Barca, because Barca are monsters. Atletico Madrid aren't far behind them though. Well, they are actually, because of 3 losses. I didn't actually realise they had 3 losses. But at the same point in time, Barca are just monsters. Absolute monsters. That is just our biggest game of the year. That's Atletico Madrid. No, Bilbao was wondering. Oh god, this is the game versus Atletico Madrid. Shit! That means the Barca game is coming soon. Atletico's manager's Klopp. Is it? Oh, shit. God, I don't know. This is going to be an insanely difficult game. I mean, I know I held back some players the last time in order to have a bit of a gap. But like, wow, let's see how this goes. Draw is what they're expecting, huh? We need a win. A draw isn't good enough. We have to win. In every game we go up against, especially the Barca game, we have to win. Now, maybe Barca will do something stupid and they'll falter to Vallecano. I think there'd be more chance of pig shit not smelling, but we'll see. Ooh, Newcastle are in search for a manager. Or if they're sacking Pep? Klopp. Ange to end up leaving and going to Newcastle. That'd be hilarious. But, like, that's fucking interesting. Oh, no, it was Julian Seban. Okay, so that's why. I wonder how their team is. Not actually that bad, funnily enough. When did they sign him? When did they sign him? From City? Oh no, from Palace. Ooh. And they have Van Persie's son as well. Interesting. Interesting. They don't have a bad team, that, to be honest. And they have Kobel as well, who's fantastic. He's 34, though. Anyway, good luck to anyone who takes that fucking job. Yep, Barca ended up having the walloping everyone expected. Walloped them 10 shades to shit. He didn't even score and he got the man of the match, because of course he fucking did. And they didn't use all of their subs. Like, Barcelona is bonkers. It's bonkers how strong Barcelona are. Anyway. Free it felt. I never worried at all about being attacked or anything. I went on my own. I felt 100% safe everywhere that I was in. I loved I loved how happy, like, even though some of these people are paid microscopic wages in the whole, everyone was happy, everyone was joyful. If you showed any element of satisfaction to someone there, they'd equal it back to you. I loved that. That's how hospitality should be. They equaled it back to you. I loved everything was so beautiful as well. Like, it's astonishing to me how they made sheds, practically sheds, just buildings that were constructed in almost 2 minutes just to throw something into it, have character. Everything had character. There was nothing that was just plonked there to be plonked there, if you get me. Everything had character. Everything felt good. And I think that's what I love the most about it, to be honest. As for the fitness side of things, I loved every bit about that. The people that I met over there were so kind, so nice. They made me feel like $1,000,000. I went over there hoping, wanting to be fitter than I was, and I wasn't. And no one treated me lesser for not being good enough. And that made me feel brilliant as well. And my fitness improved leaps and bounds. I loved how 7-Eleven was set up. I love the fact that you walk into 7-Eleven and the sweets are in the back corner. So if you're going for sweets, you actively have to go out of your way to go to the confectionery section, which makes you feel bad just for doing it. I drank far too much iced coffee as a means of doing something else. No sugar, no milk, just iced coffee in of itself. And I drank a lot of zero sugar, zero caffeine energy drinks. Yes, I hate it. I actually hate it. I think if I ever opened up a shop or anything like that, I'd do the Thailand situation. I know I'd lose money, but I couldn't give a shit. I hate our shops. They feel exploitative. Since coming back from there, they feel exploitative. and it actually bothers me a bit, to be honest. The European shops, and like the other thing is, even though their currency is hundreds, you're spending hundreds on everything. I loved how cheap everything was. Don't mind that shit. Like, their larger fries. I have a bigger problem with fucking. I don't mind McDonald's doing that. I have a bigger problem with KFC doing that. KFC's larger fries is almost literally 5 fucking fries. That annoys the bollocks off me more than anything else. If you're going to large something, actually fucking large it. I haven't looked at it. I haven't been in there. I will ask to cross your fingers for me on this one, because we need to win it. So wish us luck. We're going in with what is currently probably our strongest team. But I'd highly recommend everyone do it. I highly recommend everyone travel over to the eastern countries for a wee bit of time, and do it soon before the tourists fuck it up, because that's probably the biggest problem, the amount of tourists that are over there and how arseholish they are. Yeah. But I think over here we're too administrative. There's too much red tape in the shit that we end up doing. I'm from Ireland. I'm not 100% sure where you are, Cronster. But like, it's just there's too much red tape and there's too much administrative bullshit that blocks your way over here to do shit. Like, one of the reasons why Uber wasn't a thing in Ireland for years is because it costs something like 30k to get a taxi license, and Uber, by its nature, makes a taxi license null and void, you know, by its design. Like, Uber in Ireland is effectively a taxi app. You're not allowed, it's not random people, it's effectively a taxi. You must have a taxi license in order to do it. Don't know if that's the case in other countries, but that's how it is over here. My heart went into my hand for a minute. We can't let them score. We need to get the goal out of this one. Yeah. That's why you'd almost need to buy a spot with the license and then do whatever changes you want to the place afterwards. Yeah, pretty much. But that's the case in a lot of places where it's just you have to pay. It's all money and who you know. Everything is all money and who you know, unfortunately. Fucking let it go. Much better. Fuck. No. 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 Oh, it's like the fates themselves fucking divined it. Oh, you can't believe that. Oh, this is going to be a game where we're going to get crushed. Yeah, crushed. Fuck. What can you do when someone takes a shot from 30 yards out and scores it? The fuck was that pass, Warren? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's the game that gave Barca the league. That's the game that gave Barca the league. Fuck, to have given Barcelona the league. Fuck! Ah, that's annoying. Anyway, once the advertisements are finished, I will continue to talk with you. If you didn't get hit with advertisements, send a message there and I'll continue to talk while they end up going through it. Again, we do the advertisements in order to make sure that the pre-roll continues on, in order to stop it from being a problem for anyone that ends up coming into the stream. In general, it's meant to be better. So that's why we do it that way. Okay, and advertisements are done now. Cool. So we're fucked. That's basically how this one ends up coming out. Anyway, Cronkster, how's all with you? Anyways, where are you from? What do you do? What ended up bringing you this way? Are you an FM fan? Do you like seeing someone end up getting fucked 10 ways to Sunday? Because we're not going to save this. Not going to save it. Yep. And jot a rhyme on the instrumental. Now under pressure, my writing process is slow and gentle. I let it go. Come on, Enric. Gee, what the fuck, Enric? Switch up the game plan, take a new approach. The results will come with patience. A lot of these artists got numbers faker than spray tans. I'm trying to get paid on my own road for show, so hopefully the money will translate. I know it's not the leading motive, but it's a great way to show my own family and supporters that it's possible to grow up, make a living off a dream that's been inside you as a kid. So take a little step back, relax. Enough with all the stress about the future and detach. You ain't gotta worry about the best in your spot or cream of the crop. Comparison's a thief in the night, leaving you robbed like, yeah. I genuinely can't believe this. I genuinely can't believe this. This is fucking astonishing. This is insane. Oh, like, I was having a good stream before this. This is genuinely insane. I haven't seen capitulation and stupidity and uselessness like this in a long fucking time. Even when it rains, I'ma smile through the pain. In the pit, I'm seen. Lot of problems gotta face. I got big boy dreams, throw my money in the bank. What you think about $1 in a dream if you're really about it? That's not gonna. That's offside. That's offside. Oh no, he gave it. Fuck that. I'm shocked. That's because of their 11. Who's their 11? I'm guessing it's Timber. No, that's 5. Ronaldo. Yeah, Brunani left him on. I mean, it's too little, too late. But I mean, one can hope. Oh, you came back to us being fucked, Duck. What type of save are you doing yourself? Oh, Stacky! Their goalkeeper's gonna have a great game today too. Yep. Couldn't get the nicety of the goalkeeper being shit today, could I not? Oh fuck. I've already made 4 changes. I've already made 4 changes. Oh, well, that's all of our changes. After this, there's nothing more we can do. Oh, I was saying at the Cronster there. Unfortunately, unless somehow we end up scoring 3 goals by swapping over to the tried and true system in 45 minutes. Unless we score 3 goals, we've given the league to Barca. A draw, I mean, Barca still have the league because they have a goal difference that's monstrous, but like, a draw gives us something, but like, it's too late, unfortunately. Their goalkeeper's going to perform too good, and we're just screwed. Is he onside? I mean, is there hope? Is there hope? Is there hope? Not with that. Widget, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing, my friend? How did the stream end up going? Nah. We were having hope come back to us, and then we got fucked. Oh. Hope come back to us, and then that ends up happening. Like, there's nothing I can do. We've already swapped half the fucking team. What can you do when everyone is performing shit, including your goalkeeper? Like, what can you do? This was the day that the league died. Oh. What season are you in now, Gwidja? Is it season 3 or 4 that you have in the MLS? Oh, by the way, I recommend everyone end up going to check the Gwidja. He's fantastic. He does more than just FM streams. He's a good bit of crack, and is always a great watch. Fuck. There isn't enough time to get 4 goals. There wasn't enough time to get 3, never mind 4. Oh, they're gonna score. When do you see? Oh, Connor, you've been so inconsistent this season. Sometimes you've been brilliant, sometimes you haven't. But like, you're not the only one today. It was just a plethora of shit performances. I mean, in theory, it's still possible to get the goals. I don't think so, though. Not what, like, Smith's playing good, so. And Zarker's playing shite. I mean, what can you do? Genuinely, what can you do? Go on. Genuinely, what can you do when they're playing like that? I've swapped half the team. I swapped everyone before halftime. Before halftime, like, genuinely, what can you do when that happens? Like, that's a shot and a half. There's nothing O'Connor can do about that. But surely the fucking defense can break him down. Like, and we got a red card. Might as well put the cherry on top of the fucking shit cake. Wow. Just wow. The second red card of the season. Like, that's bonkers. And are you still in the MLS Cup in this save, or do you need to do another season to try and get it? Try to open up. Couldn't see a single reason to let go and give you up. No more walking around a problem. We gon' solve and get it done. Maybe I'll just hit you up. Cause I know that if it isn't with you, nothing else. I'll be by myself. Go on, Enric. Couldn't tell. I've been doing well because I've been growing with you. Mental health makes us show and tell. When we too little, too late. Nothing else. Even letting it go on for, like, just ring the fucking, yeah. Ah, you deserve that. Fuck off. Yep. And unfortunately, that's we already know. Would you believe it? We'd already know, if you can believe it, that loss, one loss in the league, one is enough that we've lost the league. We already know that. Like, it's possible that Barca will capitulate. They've capitulated more this season than they did last season. They've only drawn twice. They're monsters this season, and that loss pretty much confirms that we've given the league to them. Like, just to give you perspective, like, they have 58 goals and 48 points. They're scoring for hotcakes. Like, look at these results. Just, you can see some of them there. Look at it. Just in these last ones you've seen here, they've had 2 goals. 2 goals. Like, it's bonkers. It's legitimately insane. Anyway, we're still in. Yankee land is weird, so you can top the table at the end of the season and win the Supporter Shield, but then in the postseason playoffs, because they're American, the MLS and the Crown World Champions. Okay, I see. Yeah, because they have to do everything more complicated. They can't do anything simply, can they? No, I know Elgwidge. It's a weird one like that. If it's a matter of you don't get it this season, do you think you'll move on at the end of this season, or do you think you'll continue on with it? With the MLS save. Yeah, we're getting to the point now where an awful lot of players are tired, so I don't really know what to do. Oh, not too bad. That's the one that your Shamrock Rovers, isn't it? And the actual Ireland manager himself as well. I'm not sure. I have a plan for the next day of just finding a suitable database. If not this season, then the one after would definitely be the last. We'll see. I say. Well, fair play to you for knowing what you're doing, Sense. I am just of the opinion that I've just been continuing on this one. You know? I, at this point, probably should move on to something else, but I just enjoy this one a bit too much. Even if I've somehow managed to pick Real Madrid at the one period of time when Barcelona have become their single most dominant I've ever seen on any save I've ever done. No, it's a gorgeous song, isn't it, Dino? I love the entirety of this playlist. Unfortunately, I will hit a point at some point in time where I'm going to need to swap the playlist, like swap back to where I was before, because the copyright, even though it's meant to be copyright free, the copyright will end up getting hit, much to my annoyance. But I love this song. I love the way it is. I don't have the zinc put into place yet, the link put into place that'll show up what that song is, but this is Crystalline by The Midnight. if you don't know what it is. I love the saxophone. It's my favorite instrument, so I love hearing when it's properly, strongly put in place. But how are things with yourself anyway, Dino? I know they're fantastic. Okay, so no bother, the Gwidget. Thank you so much. I will try to end up getting into one of your ones in the near future as well. You're always a grand bit of crack, and please, anyone who hasn't done so, follow the Gwidget. Look forward for one of his streams. One of the good ones. Genuinely an incredible watch. Coming down off of a bit of a cold, but in general, doing well, and trying to enjoy life. Which is, what more could you ask for than that? Yeah, but weaker because we need to be strong in the league. We need to be strong in the league. Am I going too weak here? Potentially, but we still need to do it. It is fucking RB Leipzig. Oh, fuck. Anyway, we'll see. I'm gonna go with this and see. If I'm too weak, I'm too weak. We need some people healed for next week. We still have two of our strongest defenders on. We need strength for next week. We need a Warren off and Eduardo off. Okay. Please wish us a bit of luck, guys. We might end up needing it. But in we go and see how she goes. Why 5 years, Doc? Oh, stadium. Okay, that makes sense. I love how a draw and a loss in almost 10 games is inconsistent. It's a fucking crude statement. Where do Real Madrid need to improve after not being able to scratch Atletico Madrid? Bitch, look at what the result was. I know it there's a 6. We scored 3. So we scratched them. We just happened to be shit in every other one. Wonder if that's gonna come back to bite me in the arse. I've never actually gotten a fine for doing that. In we go. They have a strong enough squad too. They have David Washington up front. You're excused, Duck. We'll let you leave. Go on ahead. I won't be too offended by your leaving. What is it? Like, we know that they're redoing the anime. Is it just confirming when it's being released? Oscar. Oscar. I mean, good save by them. Score it all for fucking corners. Yeah, they're already going bonkers there as well. This scares me a bit. lines with a clearance. Oh, Aaron. What a save, Aaron. Holy crap, that should have been a goal. There's no way that shouldn't have been a goal. Oh, we're getting there too. What the fuck is going on? I know I'm playing a couple of youths in a weaker team than normal, but like this is astonishing how. Why did you pass that back, Oscar? Ay ay ay. Minutes in and about 2 shots. What the crap is going on? Oscar. Couldn't have backed that up, Oscar. Like, again, I know you're young, but like, fuck me. We make subs now? No, I think I wait. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be any news. So, like, what could it be other than a release date? We know they're remaking the anime. I know there was a slight rumor that we're going to remake the manga as well as the anime. Oh, okay. Fair enough. We need to make changes in 60 minutes, so. Dead by Daylight's a good game, but yeah, it is a bit of a nothing. It is a bit of a nothing burger. God, this goalkeeper. Like, no, we've been shit anyway, but like, he's not even breaking a sweat. Like, this goalkeeper's saving everything that moves. Wahe. Don't know if that's on Wahe or Marco. Okay, we make subs.
Come to my side. I see a side of you that I know that I could vibe with. We've been out of place, but all we need is a little guidance. Signs you gave me, I put all my options to the side, baby.
Do that for now. Hopefully those midfield changes will cause us to perform somewhat better. Because we're just lax at the moment. What? I think you might have said that in the wrong chat, Duck. I know you like to watch multiple streams, so. Ravinga. God, how defensive have RB Leipzig just gotten? Fuck me. Oh! Stop deciding, just start relying on me, yeah, here to free you. Don't go too solid, let go, yeah, they are pressing. We got them stressing, we might break through, yeah, it's all timing. Seasons changing, heard you from a mile, I felt that aching in your cries. Preying on a devil in their eyes. Oh, god damn it. I have a feeling this is gonna end 0-0. Don't you let them weaken you inside. You're too I'm not sure if they're still here. Like this. And I'm too young to ever get hurt like this. And I'm not over you to Not sure Toxic is here today. Yeah, he was a good bit of crack when he was here. You can laugh at my expense instead, considering the ass whooping I ended up getting against Atletico, and the fact that we apparently can't hit a fucking square peg in a fucking gourd. Like, we're just shit. Absolutely shit today. Now, RB Leipzig are too, but like, coming out of it with a draw in this game is disastrous. Yep. Gonna end as a draw. My God, does that count? Please count. Please, please count. Yes! Oh, you useless fuckers leaving it to literally the last minute. Oh. Oh, scraped victory from the jaws of defeat. Scraped victory from the jaws of defeat. That's unreal. They're not letting us take it, are they? I was wondering, Jesus. But scraped victory from the jaws of defeat. I mean, we deserved it. But, like, fuck me. Good run. I mean, we're still below. But I mean, we're in good projections at least. And that was the season I won with Liverpool. Okay, so we need to hope. I mean, yeah, he's the RB's Leipzig manager. He probably wouldn't have gone for it. We need to hope that Barca capitulates somewhere. Somewhere. By the way, I love that Edmund Adams is one of our top goal scorers. That's bonkers. Oh, playoff stage, I was wondering, yeah. I mean, it's unlikely we get into the secure position, but we'll see. We'll hope. 2 more games. We need to win both of them and hope that other people end up losing. And there's a chance of both, but I doubt it at this point. I think we're going to have to play a playoff. Piss off. We'll top until Barcelona play their game. Oh, Vinny, for the love of God, you've been tired. I love that I can't say you've been tired. This would be funny if it wasn't so fucking tragic. next day, anyway, guys, whenever I come back to FM, we'll end up starting with a match against Bilbao with their new manager. But I think that's me for now. It was a pleasure to have all of you today. I am unsure as to whether or not I'll be on tomorrow, unfortunately. There's a couple of things at work that might delay me, and it's one of my longer gym sessions as well. So it will be a later stream, even if it is a stream tomorrow. So it would be 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish, and I'd only be going until roughly this time, if not midnight, you know. So 2 hours at max. Like 2 hours 30 today, it'd probably be roughly in that period of time. Tomorrow as well, if I was to do it. It will be FM if I'm doing it tomorrow, but it was a pleasure having you. And anyone that ended up coming in through the Gwudges raid, it was an absolute pleasure to end up having you. I hopefully will end up seeing you again in the future, and if not, I'll probably say hello to you in the Gwudges chat. It was a pleasure to end up having you now. I'll continue on the fun and see if we can find a FM channel to send people onto. Hopefully this time I can find one who is speaking English. Yeah, so playing as either Chelsea or Newcastle. So I'll send you on to him. Send you on to this book. So thank you so much for coming on today. Just remember, make sure that your crack is 90 and that you all enjoy your time. So slán go fóill. And thank you again.